and then he got elected. You know who gets elected after admitting that? Someone in the dip. His election was symptomatic of the reality that we were already in a very problematic place. I can tell you 10 things about the dip. I'll tell you one thing that's scary and one thing that's hopeful. And maybe we can talk more about what's next in your questions. The scary thing is, it's easy to get in the dip, but very hard to get out of. Also, dips can last for a few months, a few years, or if you think of the transatlantic slave trade as a dip, sometimes dips can last for hundreds of years. And normally people always assume that the dip will pass in their lifetime. Typically though, it's because they misunderstand the nature of the dip and how hard it's going to be to work yourself up here. Most dips take wars to get out of. If slavery is a dip, it took the Civil War. The Civil War was the deadliest war in the history of this country, where over 1 million people were killed and 1 million people survived who lost at least one limb. 1 million. Here's what's hopeful, and what keeps me hopeful is that there are no dips in human history that last forever. All dips are temporary. It just gets down to how organized and determined and resourced will people be to work themselves out. I don't think we're here. I don't even think we're here. I don't know if we're here going down or if we're here going up. All I can say for sure is that we're not here. We're somewhere down here. And I say that with all seriousness and sobriety, because the way you live in the dip is not the way you should live at the peak. Your life decisions should be different when you're in this. I mean, I don't think we're nearly as organized as we need to be. I think we've reduced the dip to defeating Donald Trump or something. You've misunderstood the nature of it if that's what you think. He was elected as a symptom. He is now a cause as well that keeps us there and takes us in weird, peculiar places. But he's a symptom and a cause. His election or re-election, if he's impeached, and he won't be, the Senate would have to impeach him. That they will never do that. These are his friends. It won't happen. It's like, if they can push forward, it's not going to happen. Even if it did, it doesn't get us right out of here. I don't know if people have turned in their questions or if you have some already. Yeah, let me pass it on to you, or we have somebody's going to give us those instructions. Here we go. Thank you all.
Fortunate to be at a public institution. Mr. King mentioned being at Duke, which is private, but to be at a public institution where we can have lectures like this, and which are open to the public, free and open to the public. So we're very honored to have this type of lecture, which Mr. King has challenged us. I'm going to give you an opportunity to pass your questions to your left.